In the backdrop of geopolitical tension, a great news is coming from Brics Summit that Brics Summit had concluded and every country has something to take. And what about the Russia? So Russia has given a message to the Western world that amid various sanctions and anonymity, we have shown you example and we have concluded a summit without Western interference. On the other hand, India and China has something to take and it has given a sign that maybe Sino ties will get better due to the patrolling and disengagement process. On the other hand, the newcomers who had joined the Brics Summit has given the equal platform to share their issues. Hello and welcome to the InNews series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Brics Summit and Kazan Declaration 2024, and this session is important for your GS2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss the key outcomes, and after all, we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to this TIE's channel. Moving towards the news part. So what is the news? So the news is that we can see that 16th Brics Summit has concluded, and after the conclusion, they had adopted a declaration, and the declaration is named as Kazan Declaration. And why it is named so? Because the summit was held in Kazan, Russia. So that's why it is called as Kazan Declaration 2024. And in this declaration, they had discussed lots of political, socio-economic issues, sustainable development goal issues. So we are going to highlight all those issues, which is very important for your examination. Now we'll come to the discussion part. So before moving to the discussion part, I want to make an announcement for you. As you already know that Deepavali is coming, and on the occasion of Deepavali, Drishti IAS has come up with the great discount offer, and it is giving you 40% discount on all the online live courses. And if you want to know more information about such courses, you can call on to the number 8010440440 87501, and this offer is valid for 3 days, which is 26, 27 and 28. So coming to the discussion part, the discussion is that what are the key outcomes. So the outcome is that geopolitical concerns. So in geopolitical concerns, they had discussed about the Ukraine conflict and Middle East crisis. As you already know that world is suffering from the Russia-Ukraine conflict and Israel-Palestine war, in which various countries are also getting affected. So they had said that the United Nations Charter must be followed, and for mediation process we need to follow the United Nations Charter. In case of Ukraine conflict, they had heavily criticized that what is happening in Gaza, especially the innocent people are killed and civilians are killed. They had also highlighted the issues of southern Lebanon, which had also involved into the Middle East crisis. So what these geopolitical concerns are showing that the BRICS is heavily condemning such kind of issues. Now we'll come to the next one, which is about the global governance and multilateralism. In this, they had highlighted the G20 role, because many of the countries are part of the G20 group, and they said that for decision making process, we need to adhere the G20 principle. And they had also highlighted the financial architecture reform, and the BRIC nations take their place to improve global governance by advocating for a more agile, responsive and representative multilateral system. Because what we have seen that there are so many multilateral groups who are operational, but is it really operational? Because they are not responsive, they are not representative, they are not giving representation to the global south, they are not giving representation to the developing countries. So that's why we need a system that should be responsive, agile and representative. Then there is also a talk on financial innovation, and under which they had encouraged the different kind of financial practices, which is BRICS Interbank Cooperation Mechanism, and it will focus on facilitating, expanding innovative financial practices. So they had tried to adopt different things just like BRICS Pay, so that we can adopt new financial practices which is cost effective and faster technology. Now we'll come to the another discussion which is about the economic cooperation and local currencies. So cross-border payment, they had emphasized on cross-border payments, and that too in the local currencies, because what we have seen that most of the trade happens in the dollar. So we need to boost our own currency. So that's why in order to boost the local currencies of separate nations, such kind of declaration have been made. Then BRICS Clear Depository, and under which they had also established BRICS Grain Exchange, and Russia has said that there should be a bank which should advocate the BRICS Grain Exchange, so that they can not just financially support, but they can also support each other's country through grain. Suppose that any countries has a different kind of production and they have expertise in different kind of grain productivity, so they can exchange. So there should be a bank for BRICS Grain Exchange. Now we'll come to the next one, which is about the pandemic preparedness and environmental conservation. So as you already know that the world is still facing the after effects of the pandemic, which is COVID-19, and several other diseases are coming, just like communicable disease, antimicrobial resistance. So the BRICS declaration, the Kazan Declaration, has this point that we need to be resistant towards such kind of diseases, and they had said that there should be a health system with help of all the collaborative teams which should be responsive, and there should be a separate research and development vaccine center, so that any diseases are coming we can wave off through vaccine, and we can see in the case of COVID-19. And they had also established BRICS integrated early warning system, which will tell people and which will prevent people from various kind of communicable diseases which are happening. And BRICS TB research network, so they had given a special focus on pandemic, communicable disease, antimicrobial resistance, and TB, because TB, tuberculosis, is a big toll, especially in the countries like India. Also, they have given a focus on big cats, which are the endangered species. So there should be alliance whose name should be Big Cat Alliance, and there they will have a conservation effort by the endangered species. So this is about the pandemic preparedness and environmental conservation. And they had also highlighted climate change issues and many other issues which are in which the sources should be distributed equally, and also the countries who are a part of the global south also given an opportunity to come to a platform where they can share their issues equally, and there should be a platform which can discuss and which can distribute finances and roles in an equal amount of matter, and decision making should not be solely to the just developed countries and powerful countries. It should be also given to the countries who are developing in nature, who are improving their economies. So if we'll see the outcome of all this Kazan Declaration, which is very progressive in nature, where they had discussed on the financial grounds, environmental grounds, health grounds, safety grounds. So these things are very much productive for India and the members who are associated with the BRICS. Now we'll come to the question round. Which of the following best describe the focus of the 16th BRICS Summit theme? Promoting innovation in technology, strengthening partnerships for peace, strengthening multilateralism for global development and security, encouraging economic competition among nations. So this is very easy one. I hope you are able to answer this into the comment section.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.